much pressure. But
And Tom just passes.
wow.
Yeah.
What else can you say but wow?
Tom is really feeling it here. I can feel his many muscles just bulging because he's got no idea what to do, and he's just frustrated. I can feel it. I can feel his frustration.
Now, if I'm Josh, I'd actually consider not knocking out Typhlosion, because you've seen Tom has no energy. He hasn't had any for a while. So maybe you just attack the bench, but here Josh is going to go for a reversal. So,
Well, I think that is what he's going to try to do. Then, if he does get heads, he just activates the other Typhlosion and he starts knocking out the bench. No.
yeah, that's one way to go about it. It's probably the best way. So, yep.
Oh, he does do it. Greatest theoretical mind. Working wonders.
But we'll have to see what he does. Does he fall into the trap and take a knockout on it? Or is he just going to snipe around it, linear attack the bench? That would obviously be the better play here. But he sends out that Magnezone. Got anything to say?
No, I'm just looking at this game and figuring out what's going on. I don't think this is that much of a trap because obviously he doesn't get any energies in his opponent's discard pile. So his opponent is still in... Oh, there's that fire. His opponent is still in that top deck mode for the fire. So I really did kind of, obviously not mind this play, but second kind of like it. Gets rid of one Typhlosion, gets ahead in the prize race, and your opponent is still forced to top deck a fire energy. Obviously ideal, if he doesn't, then he can still activate Reshiram, retreat, and at least attack with Typhlosion, but still not still not great. So I liked Josh's play here. At first I thought sniping the bench was better, but I think this one was better. It forces your opponent to still draw into the fires.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
Obviously you have the Junk Arm in his hand in order to retreat the Reshiram and then Junk Arm into an energy retreat.
Yeah. I guess I can't fault Josh for that play. It's actually really close whether or not that's the right or wrong thing. I'll just go ahead and say that's a pretty good play at this point. And we're going to see a reversal. This is going to be big.
Ooh, that is big. Now, if he has double plus power, which he should because he reversed for it, which he does, he's going to take that prize and he's going to get rid of that last energy in play for Josh.
Now, we need to see Tom evolve that Quilava into Typhlosion.
Yes, we do.
That's going to be one way Josh can win, is if he can reversal out that Quilava and Spray Splash and get a knockout with Sonic Boom. That'll be his way back into this game. But it leaves the door open.
Yeah, so at this point, we're going to see, obviously, Yanmega come up active, and he is going to try to go for that Quilava, I believe. He doesn't have a better play. And at the same time, attach an energy to the Magnezone to start setting himself up for a future knockout. But if he can stay ahead in this prize race, he's going to be in okay shape because they're really wanting down to time. They must be down to, say, 8 minutes or less or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
That was just a random number that I didn't.
Probably even less than that. I wouldn't be surprised if time gets called very soon. It really feels like this match has been going on for close to an hour. So we'll have to see what Josh does here. He might want to just eek, hope he stays asleep. Maybe that can be a way he doesn't give up a prize. He could also linear attack, but that's a little risky. I think ideally he would reversal out Quilava this turn and take a knockout with Spray Splash and Sonic Boom. Obviously, that's not guaranteed, but if I had that option, that's what I would be going for.
Yep, I totally agree. So he attaches a lightning energy to the Magnezone, and let's see.
Yep, suspense is killing me.
Well, he's thinking about it. I don't think he's playing for time either, by the way, because he doesn't have a clear advantage. He doesn't even know he's going to be able to get a knockout here.
Yeah.
So he's definitely not working the clock by any means. He's just really in a tough spot. He doesn't understand. He can't picture the game right now and picture the next couple of turns and figure out exactly if he's going to be able to win or lose.
Yeah. Josh is in, well, let's be honest, terrible position. He doesn't have another Yanma in play, so if this Yanmega gets knocked out, he won't have a follow-up for it. Looks like he's actually playing a switch.
So he's equaling hand size, I believe?
Could be.
Or that or getting ready for a judge. It's the other option.
Looks like he was just playing a card just to magnetic draw.
Or that. That's option C. So he already attaches an energy. He's going to eek. Uh-oh. Nope. Oh. Thinks about it. Eeks. Very reluctant to eek.
Yeah. Wow. So, here we go. It's really coming down to the wire. I can't tell if time's been called yet.
That's actually what I was about to ask. It's really hard for us to tell because we obviously don't have sound. But he did take his time to the point where I can definitely see it being like turn 1 right there. Well, anyways, that's just speculation. We'll have to see.
Either way, this is going to come down to some flips. Gotta love it.
So he draws 6 cards for Zeke, and he's about to roll to see if he wakes up. He wakes up here, he's going to be down a prize, and his opponent's going to have a much better board position. So let's hope he wakes up. He does wake up. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for the YouTube hero. So Tom roast reveals, draws a couple of fires, so he's not going to need any more fires for the rest of the game, and he attaches a fire energy to the Reshiram from his hand.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get an easy outrage knockout. Now, I don't think Tom has the last turn, even if time's been called. There's no chance of that. So this game won't be over if Tom takes a prize. I don't know if it's in sudden death or not yet. Maybe this is turn 2. It's hard for me to tell. But either way, Tom would have the clear advantage in a full game and in a time game. So we'll see what happens. So
now he does, after burning onto the bench Reshiram, try to make sure that even if his Reshiram does get knocked out, he can return a knockout. Assuming he can get a couple of plus powers on the Magna Zone, and if not, then I don't know. But at least, either way, he does definitely need to start afterburning to keep these energies being consistent in play because he only has one Typhlosion. So that Yanmega comes back up, Old Faithful. I'd like to see a Yanma come down, but obviously I don't think it really matters very much because they have to be in their last few turns.
Yep.
And I really want to see that Quilava get knocked out. That or what else can he do? He can only attach one more energy, so he can do a maximum of 100 damage. He can knock out the Reshiram, I guess, but
yeah, how much damage is there on active? I can't really tell.
3, I believe.
Okay, so that would make it pretty easy for a knockout. I think that would be Josh's only play here. He has to take the knockout, hope Tom can't return one, and then maybe next turn get lucky with a switch and a reversal. It's definitely in Tom's favor here, and it's going to be on Josh's burden to really turn that around. And we'll see if he can. It'll be down to the wire.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Understand.
So here we go. We want to see an energy attachment, absolutely. Yeah. Otherwise, the game's just over. He does go for the magnetic draw, and obviously he didn't play the energy, so he's hoping to hit that energy, and he does.
Yep.
So we're going to see a knockout from Josh here, especially if they are in the third turn of the extra turns. So. Then here, if I'm Tom, my opponent's not going to have any energy in play, so I definitely want to at least Blue Flare, I guess. He puts 10 damage on the Ninetales, so...
Yep, that was a very smart play. By,
yep, very good play.
He's thinking 2 turns ahead here, and he's going to play a Judge. So, giving himself
Josh actually, yeah,
a best chance to win this game, I think.
Yes, he did. So, for the people that don't understand what just happened, the Ninetales now has 80 HP left, and since it can no longer evolve, then it's going to have 80 HP for the remainder of the game, at most, which means your opponent being Josh, can now reversal up the Ninetales, deal 10 more damage to it with Kingdra, putting it at 70, and Sonic Boom it for the last prize. The last prize being, obviously the extra prize. So if his opponent can't return the knockout, he can technically win this game.
Yeah, I want to say Josh is actually either the second or third turn of time. Either one would make Tom taking one more prize. That would end the game. So here we go. Is Tom going to be able to close this out? Does he have enough cards to actually take a knockout this turn?
I don't believe so. He's at 3 cards in his hand right now. So now he goes up to 6.
Well, he looks kind of excited.
Power. He's counting? Oh, God. Okay, so here it is. If he does have... It looks like he's counting out... I want to say He's counting out. Okay, he's really excited. He attaches an energy, and if that's 2 junk arms, man, that's 2 plus powers. He's looking, but yeah, he played 2 plus powers earlier. He's excited. He's doing it. Plays another afterburner. That's 3 energies now in the restaurant, and there it is, 2 junk arms.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Dolezal defeats Josh Wittenkeller and goes on to the top 4. Josh, always gracious, even in defeat, extends the hand, gives him a very firm handshake, saying congratulations, good luck, and wow.
Talk about
Congratulations to the tank.
Talk about a perfect hand off of that judge, huh? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you get down to 4 cards, and then you have exactly enough cards to junk arm twice to do the perfect amount of damage to win.
Wow.
Talk about down to the wire.
Yeah, you weren't kidding, man. I guess it was the understatement of the century. 2 junk arms deals 140 damage to the Magnezone, which had no damage on it. I'm sure Josh wasn't expecting that. But it is what it is, and that's it. Congratulations to Tom Dolezal.
So we're going to see Tom move on. Congratulations to Josh for getting top 8. Great achievement. That does a lot for him, establishing himself. He is kind of a newer player who just started playing last year, so way to go for him. It's going to really put his name out there and make people think of him as something more than just the YouTube guy. But what can you say about Tom? Here he is at another big tournament. Top 4 worlds.
Yeah. And obviously, just quick shout out to Josh. He is the J-Wittz on YouTube, I believe, and Profit is his YouTube channel. Really cool show. Teaches a lot of newer players, and if anybody's interested, check him out.
Yeah, I'm sure plenty of people know about him by now, but it's time for people to learn about Tom Dolezal. He should be one of the superstars of this game. He's got probably the most impressive results overall of any player, maybe outside of a Jason Klaczynski or something like that. But
yeah, Sammy Sekum, Jason Klaczynski, Tom Dolezal, they are, in my opinion, the 3 players with the best results in the game.
It's hard to argue that. So,
all right. So that's it for that. Top 4 will feature, I believe Ross Cawthon also made it in. So it's Ross Cawthon against Tom Dolezal in the top 4.
Yeah, the next match we'll have is 2 of the players we've already featured, Ross Cawthon and Tom Dolezal. You're going to see these 2, well, titans of the game clash it out, and we'll see who moves on to the finals.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
All right, so stay tuned. We'll have the finals soon. Thank you for watching. See you later, guys.